my portion of this. Now let me recap quickly. Listen to others as you would have them listen unto you. In other words, shut the fuck up. Okay? And do not play along with people unless they're regulars and you know their routine, okay? Anyone who's new, don't help them out. Let them do their thing and feel comfortable about it. I want them to come off this stage floating in space, okay? As if they just had the best time in their life. Also, if you hear something you don't understand or don't like, applaud anyway. We want people to feel good about it, okay? So it's about manners, and it's about being nice and kind to people. That's what we're really about here. Okay, so the other thing is we bring up new people. I try to lace you in with the regulars, okay? So if you're new and you've never been here before, you will get a chance to come up here. You have 2 songs that you can do as long as they're not 14-minute songs. You have 10 minutes, which is punitive. If you go beyond 10 minutes, I will cut you off, okay? Because it's all about passing the time that you have, which is our money, to the person, pass it forward to the next person. And if we can keep passing it forward, fine. If you only have 1 song you want to play, you'd be doing other people a favor, and that brings good karma, okay? Good karma is taking your dime and only spending a nickel of it and giving the nickel away, right? Okay, so if things get really tight near the end in the last hour, I will ask the regulars who come to only play 1 song, okay? And then, because you come here on a regular basis. So the first thing is announcements. Tonight was Charles Haymarket. Next week, very, very, very special, Ryan Casada, ladies and gentlemen. And then for Halloween, Lady Zeitgeist. November 7th will be Rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
November 14th will be Side Street Ricky. November 21st, very, very special, Bill Wadwell. Please do not miss that. Bill has been playing in the Bay Area for 30 years. This guy knows every tune from 1950 to about 1990. He said there were no good tunes after that, so never learned any new ones. And then on Thanksgiving, we still don't know if we're open or not. But if we're here on Thanksgiving, it will be Ryan Voss will be our feature guest. And December 19th, Samuel. Those of you who know Samuel will be our feature. And Samuel is bringing his parents, who are almost in their 90s. So please, please, please be kind, rewind, and make them feel at home. Now, I see in the audience a very special guest. One day I was tuning around on television, and I watched Larry King before Larry King retired, and I saw this lady with her son on television. So let's have her raise her hand. Fran Casada, could you please raise your hand? That is Ryan's mom, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Too bad you won't be here next week.
Oh, no.
But it will be streamed live, so you can sit at home in New York and you can watch your son do his thing. Okay? And just make sure you get the URL before you leave. Okay, so now it's all about you people. So, first I need to attach some faces to names. I know who Adam is. Who is Eileen? Eileen?
Right here.
You're Eileen, okay. And Revolt? You're Revolt, okay. And I know who that is, Hamla. And I know who that is, Zane. Okay, so up next, ladies and gentlemen, starting the show tonight, Adam Nicholas Paul. And you know how we like to sacrifice our virgins here at the Sacred Ground, so let's hear a big round of applause.
You think I'm a virgin, but I played a couple of years ago.
Doesn't count. Been here as a regular.
He still hosts it. I'm not a regular, that's for sure. I used to come here and watch it regular, but I only played once, when Bruce was still around.
Oh, that Bruce Silverman, that was a long, 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 long time ago, my friend. You're talking about over 10 years.
2007.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll use a stool. I don't need, should I use the mic?
You don't need it? Good.
So, like I said, I played here in 2007 when Bruce had a shop and I went to school just up the hill.
Where?
At University of San Francisco. And
12?
I was here last year around the same time promoting a book that I wrote that took 4.5 years to write. And I also did an album to go along with it. And the album was called Too Tiny to Squish. And there's like 12 tracks on there. There's acoustic and piano. And I didn't play last year, but I'm going to play this year because I'm moving back to the Bay, and I thought I'd say hello again. And this is Sacred Grounds is my first time playing in front of an audience, so I thought I'd do it again here.
Yeah, get yours, homeboy.
Because I love Sacred Grounds. You can get the free ebook and the free music, and you can donate all your pennies that I need at ugovi, ugovi.com. The first one I played here back in 2007. It's called Time is Arriving. And we're traveling through time. And time is arriving. And we're traveling through time. Hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second, moment by moment, we're traveling through time. Traveling through time is arriving. Time is arriving. And we're traveling through time. Are we dead or alive? Dreaming or living? Deceiving or living? Dying or living, traveling through time, traveling through time. Time is arriving. Time is arriving. And we're traveling through time. Days into nights, months into years, and years into decades, and centuries into millennia. We're traveling through time, and traveling through lawgivers, destroyers or creators, are traveling through time, traveling through time. Time is arriving. Time is arriving, and we're traveling through time, traveling through time, swiftly and slowly, revolving and still, turbulent and peaceful, we're traveling through time. Time is arriving. Time is arriving, and we're traveling through time. Time is arriving. Time is arriving, and the time is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was Time is Arriving off of my album that I published July 4th, 2012, and didn't play a song during the whole promotion except for on the streets. The first time I played to promote it was in front of Independence Hall at Philadelphia. I got 15 minutes in before the National Park Service came in and said I should move on off the sidewalk, and I should have gone just this past couple weeks because they weren't working, but now they are again. So thank you for that. 3 minutes. This one will be a little shorter. The next one's called We're Growing Heart Trees, and is off my album Too Tiny to Squish. The book is Riding and Coasting Coast to Coast. You can get it at ugovi.com. I Need Your Pennies. It tells you how to donate online. Try it one more time. We're growing heart trees. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. We're planting seeds and sowing them all around. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. We're planting seeds and sowing them all around. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. We're growing heart trees Some will grow slow, and some will grow quick. And we're growing heart trees for you, and for me, and for everyone to see. We're planting seeds and sowing them all around. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. We're growing heart trees. Some will grow slow, some will grow quick. Some will branch this way, some will branch that way. Some will twist this way, some will twist that way. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see. Each will be different, each will be perfect. We're growing heart trees for you, for me, for everyone to see.
Adam, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Adam. About a year or so ago, I went to get his book online, and I found out you either need to have a Kindle reader or a special ebook reader, because it is an ebook thing. It will not work on your older computers. You have to have the DOS 8 or Windows XP, by the way, with a special reader. So if you go there and you can't get it, you just have to go online to cnet.com or someplace and download what's called an ebook reader, and then you can get the book. Okay, it's absolutely free. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, this lady is going to be doing a small feature on the same day that Bill does. She'll be doing a 20-minute feature as an homage to herself and a goodbye. So let's hear it from Christina Desiree.
Thank you.
Dang it. I hit the button by mistake. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do this.
No, it's recording.
Come on up, you're wasting time.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's the worst thing you can do.
I know. I hit the button by mistake and I missed you. I cut you off. I'm sorry. Okay, no, this is fine. I've been writing for the last several days, and I've actually come up with a whole bunch of stuff. This first thing that I'm going to do is quite long, and then I got something short. One is called Asking Questions, and the last one is called The Red Waffle Cone. Okay. Asking a question does not necessarily mean that you are incapable of looking up the answer. You could always use axgs.com or ask.com. You could always find the definition in the dictionary. As it says in the Bible, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. The answer is always right there. All you have to do is ask. An inquisitive mind is a mind that always asks questions, and inquiring minds want to know. I have always been told a fool is a person who never learns, but someone who is wise learns from a fool. Why is that? Every day, I learn every day. I always get new information. It is not a sin to ask questions, but to get the answers that you are looking for, you have to ask the right questions. I was taken out of school when I was 13 years old, but I am a very intellectual person. The first and only test that I remember was a SAT, or maybe it was called something else, I don't remember. My score was a 99. My test proved that I was between the 7th and 10th grades. I will ask questions that you may or may not be able to give me the answer to. If I ask you to explain something in layman's terms, or perhaps something a child can read, at least I'm asking the question. When I have to read something that is long drawn out, and I do mean long drawn out, the words start blurring together, and I have no idea what I am reading. I am trying to understand. I am trying to comprehend, whether it is major details and or minor details. I love to talk. I love to read. I love to ask questions. I was taken out of school at 6th grade, digressed back to 4th grade, but that is not my fault. My parents took me out of school. They were supposed to be homeschooling me, which they hardly ever did. Apparently, that was my fault, because they said I did not want to learn, which was a lie and or a complete fabrication of the truth. I was graduated at the age of 17, but I did not get a graduation certificate. I got some stupid ass lame, or what they called a certificate of completion, which was not even real. Even if I wanted to, I could not join the service because I did not get it from a high school and or a college. I don't even have a GED, and I've been trying to get one for years. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not a feminist. I'm not a humanist. I'm a friend. I will always be a friend. I don't like it when people use terms and or labels to describe themselves and or others. I will never be more than who I am. I will never be less. But as the way of life and a process, I will progress. I will not digress. I don't need to deal with all the stress. I will keep moving forward. I will not go back. I need to make a statement. There's something I wish to address. Love and joy, peace and prosperity. If you free your mind, there will be clarity. What's your name? Mine's Christina. How old are you? I'm 34. How tall are you? I'm 5'8". What color are your eyes? Mine are hazel. What color is your hair? I am blonde. Are you my friend? I am yours. Who are you? I'm just me. Do you love me? I love you. Okay. Got milk? It does a body good. Where's the beef? Good grief. What's to eat? Where's the meat? An apple a day keeps the doctor away, or at least that's what they say. Oranges and or orange juice have calcium. Bananas have potassium. Carrots are good for the eyes. They're supposed to help you see. Is that a surprise? I can do without ham hocks. I can do without fatback. A lot of people say that fat is the best part of the meat, but I beg to differ. So, what is it you like to eat? I eat T-bones. I eat T-bone steaks, pork chops, and I also eat ribs. But I try to stay away from the fat. If there's any fat on the meat that I'm eating, I will cut it off. But that does not work every time. The heaviest I've ever been was 210. But for the most part, I try to eat healthy by eating Subway sandwiches or Mediterranean style food. You need to burn off calories. You don't need cholesterol problems. A lot of salt intake is not good for you either. I try to stay away from salt, fat, mayonnaise, butter, and greasy foods. If you would like to take my suggestion, see how that works for you. You need to find the perfect person, male, female, someone who will treat you right, treat you with respect, someone who will put you above their wants. It is a two-way street. You need to give respect to get respect. If they do not see the beauty inside you, they do not deserve you. What does a picture say? What can it say? What should it say? The picture should say, I'm interesting, I'm attractive, I'm wanted, I am loved. You go, girl, work it. All things that a girl wants to hear. You're defined, refined. And by the way, do I ever cross your mind? And why is it the person that I'm looking for I still cannot find? But maybe she could be the one. If I don't know her, I would like to. If you would like to get to know me, let me know. What's up with all the frowning? One glorious day, there will be a crowning. One day, the city of fools will be drowning. I love to see people happy, but I could do without all the clowning. Get up and smile. Jump over the dog pile. And after a while, I'm going to put this on file. Don't walk in my shoes if you can't go the mile. I'm not here to cut anybody down. I'm not here to criticize anybody. What you do is what you do. What you say is what you say. I'm happy today, and it needs to stay that way. Dame, 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 you're a damsel in distress. I've come to rescue you. I'm not trying to impress, but you're looking good, and I love the way you dress. No need to worry, no need to fear. Christina is here. Okay, thank you.
Christina Desiree, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of time. You've got less than a half a minute, yes.
Okay, I can do this.
Do it.
Okay. I don't remember the dream, but the only thing that I do remember is the ending of it. I don't remember what was going on, but I walked up to an ice cream hut and saw a red waffle cone. The strange thing is it was the only red waffle cone. Maybe the waffle cone was for me, maybe it wasn't, but I asked for it, and I asked them to fill it with chocolate ice cream. But then again, that's all I remember. That's the end of the dream. Maybe it was a special one, just for you. I don't know. Maybe you could call this a sweet dream. Yes, you could. With all that's going on in your life, why don't I remember my dreams? I dream them, but once I wake up, I forget them. Better things are going to happen to you. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because when I first started out, well, before I started my transition, I was told I was allergic to chocolate and Red 40. But then again, I don't think that's the case. There was a stack of waffle cones, and right dead center was a red waffle cone. And I and my friend were marveling over it, but I asked for it and asked for it to be filled with chocolate ice cream. I have no idea what this means, and I could care less. Red is one of my favorite colors, and I love chocolate. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Christine Desiree, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is we like to sacrifice our virgins here at the sacred grounds, and we're bringing up a new person, Aline, please.
Welcome.
There's no strap, so you can sit if you wish.
Welcome, Irene. That's why I don't get on it.
Let's hear it one more time. Aline.
I'm going to play two songs for you guys tonight. The first is one that I started writing about 6 or 7 months ago now, right as I was figuring out where I was going to move next. I just moved to San Francisco. I just came here about 3 months ago. So this is my first time at Sacred Ground. I'm having a great time, so thanks for listening. And this just sort of represents a lot of what I was feeling at the time. It's a song about San Francisco, and I started writing it by when I thought it would be a possibility for me to come here, and it just sort of represents all the expectations and thoughts that I had about it. So I hope you like it. It's a little rough. I kind of finished it today, so. The next song I'm going to play is a song by Duffy. One of my favorites by her. It's called War with Gavin. Let's see if I can do it justice. When I get to war with Gavin, meet me by the entrance to two. We can talk things over a little time. Promise me you won't step out now. When I get to war with Gavin, please try the past and be true. Don't think we're okay just because I'm here. You hurt me bad, but I won't shed a tear. I'm leaving you for the last time, baby. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. I've been confused out of my mind lately. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. Baby, you hurt me. When I get to war with Gavin, please try, but no more than two. Don't think we're okay just because I'm here. You hurt me bad, but I won't shed a tear. When I get to war with Gavin, I'll tell you, baby, that we're through. I'm leaving you for the last time, baby. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. I've been confused out of my mind lately. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. I want to be free, baby, you can be. All those days spent together, I wish for better, but I didn't want the train to come. Now it's departing. I'm broken hearted, feels like he never started. All those days spent together, I wish for better, but I didn't want the train to come. I'm leaving you for the last time, baby. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. I've been confused out of my mind lately. You think you're loving, but you don't love me. Baby, you hurt me. I want to be free. You don't love me. I want to be free. Baby, you hurt me.
Nice.
Eileen, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Eileen, let's hear it one more time. Well, last week we had an opportunity to hear a 45-minute medley from this gentleman, and tonight he'll have two songs. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Hernandez.
Down to my size.
Your size.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so we'll get a little politics this week.
Politics?
A little? A little?
You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Well, yeah, I heard this thing, like listening to NPR, you know, the radio's on, it's like this stupid school district had issues with Halloween. They decided Halloween was basically religion and it's celebration
National
of
propaganda.
church and state stuff. So, so that's where this song came from, okay? Yeah, and these are new again. They're like really new. They're like pretty untested. So, see how it goes. You know how it goes. As always, sing along. It has been decided after much deliberation to cancel any All Hallows Eve celebration. The school board feels it's a clear violation of church and state separation. So to satisfy a fundamentalist or two, we're taking Halloween away from you. Though this may seem like an overreaction, we're just trying to avoid legal action. Because Halloween ain't for kids anymore. If we had our way, they would knock at our door. Just a costume burning prayer meeting for sure. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. Sing along. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. 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 All those ghouls and witches are a blasphemy, just part of some satanic worshipping society. Those treats and goodies are nothing but bribes to tempt the weak-willed to stray from their holy tribes. Because Halloween ain't for kids anymore. If we had our way, they wouldn't knock at our door. Just a costume burning prayer meeting for sure. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. Sing along. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. 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 We don't approve of dressing as a hero or a hobo. All that useless pretending is unhealthy and a no-go. We'd rather have kids immersed in our theology. Religion's not about setting young minds free. So it doesn't matter if it's clowns or Batman, we're gonna force you to throw them in the trash can. No princesses or SpongeBobs are allowed in this unified school district's God-fearing crowd. Because Halloween ain't for kids anymore. If we had our way, they wouldn't knock at our door. Just a costume burning prayer meeting for sure. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. One final sing-along. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. Halloween ain't for kids anymore. Halloween. Okay, and the next one, staying with politics. It's inspired by Iran. Let's just say that, okay? And that's you'll figure it out from there. And once again, sing along. Pardon me. Had some eggs. I didn't quite do this real good. There's no need to send your inspectors. We've got it all under control. Regardless of our past indiscretions, we've decided to play a more cooperative role. Most surely there will be misunderstandings, distrust and political rantings. Just remember, we're doing our best to keep you from detecting any unwarranted tests. And if you find a nuke, it must be a fluke, some radical, warmongering scientific kook, purveying mass destruction without government instruction. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. Sing along. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. You can believe us, there's no deception, no need for drone strikes or UN intervention. Clean power source is our only intention. Over-enrichment has no need to be mentioned. Most surely there will be accusations, anonymous tips, leaks, and covert operations. But if you do find something in our sovereign space, just remember you're the ones who dropped the bomb in the first place. So if you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. Some radical, warmongering scientific kook, purveying mass destruction without government instruction. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. Here we go. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. Please pardon our nuke. It must be a fluke. We don't really want to burn your skin off, melt your face, or make you puke. Why don't you take a sabbatical? It's not like we're dangerous or radical. So if you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. Here we go. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. If you find a nuke, it must be a fluke. There you go.
Yeah.
Johnny Hernandez, ladies and gentlemen.
Silly stuff.
True to form.
Not silly, very insightful as far as I'm concerned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, up next, Ryan Voss. Let's hear it for Ryan.
I'm actually going to stand and play tonight because between myself and Ryan Casada, I wanted to give you all, the audience, 2 performers that give you a standing ovation. But Ryan, I have 12. All right.
You got a 12-pack?
I got 12 packs.
It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is good. All right. So, I imagine there's at least 10 people in this room that actually know who Leon Russell is. I'm going to start with one of his songs. This is a tune of his called If the Shoe Fits. Can you get us in free, my girlfriend and me? We like the songs, but we hate to pay. Can I have your guitar? Can I ride in your car? Can you give me a role to play? Well, can I have your autograph? Can I sit in your lap? Are you really into witchcraft like they say? Can I follow you home? Can I use your telephone? We'll crash here for just a few days. We're from the Rolling Stones, so it's okay. What was your name? You're someone I've seen. Has anybody said that you look like James Dean? Can I sit on your lap? Can I give you the clap? We rap but don't have much to say. Can I follow you home? Can I use your telephone? Can we crash here for just a few days? We're from the Rolling Stones, so it's okay. Do you want to do a better fit? Have you got any shit? You ready to preach for Jesus yet today? Do you want to be a monk? Come on, let's go get drunk. Do you think Paul McCartney is okay? Can we crash here for just a few days? We're from the Rolling Stones, so it's okay. Alright, that's that one.
That was great.
Zeitgeist, and to Paul, who's actually here tonight. I'm going to do a tune I haven't done here in a while. So you know it. It's called Black Forest Hand.
Oh, yeah.
Black Forest Hand.
Should see them in their jubilee, under the black cloud of misery. 1,000 times through the cemetery, to the tune of a ghoul-wrecking wind. Behold the queen of darkness in the dance hall, and on to Rotten Mr. Tired back and call. The real world is nothing at all, just a snarky child don't off like a living dead girl. Sophisticated click, twisting the breeze. I don't think you understand. Black Forest Hand. Chance of grand. Think you'll turn the dust when the dawn breaks in with a migraine for bubblegum schnuff. It's cause a piece of work, decipherized off. I'm talking out of sale when she got her ring of golf. She's a happy young teen with her wrists all carved. He's talking out to a dog who moves so underground like everyone else. Apathy and all we got in land. Black Forest Hand. His music seemed to float up well, and the things seemed to trance like rhythm of the crowd. Here they are in their jubilee. Death Metal Spring, please. Yeah. Thank you. Under the black cloud of misery. 1,000 times in the cemetery, so excited. You could just die. Sophisticated click, twisting the breeze. I don't think I understand. Black Forest Hand. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah! Ryan Boss, ladies and gentlemen. Just a short comment about Halloween. It is not a religious holiday. It's about candy. And it's about respect for the dead. If you consider that religious, you're an idiot. These people who are against it are the same people that think atheism is a religion.
In Pennsylvania, they actually banned the costume thing from the schools.
I know.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Wow. And by the way, the separation of state and church isn't to separate them so much that they can't mention each other. It's just that we won't use religious thinking to pass laws, okay? Right. It's not that they can't live together, okay? It's just that you shouldn't use that as a way to think about things, right? And make up laws. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Nightmare Joey. Let's hear it.
Get going here.
Need to stand?
Oh yeah, I need my cheat sheet. Thank you. Since day one I've been here, I've always expressed to everybody that I always feel honored to play in front of people and that they would listen to me and people like some of the stuff I do. I was going to take a few weeks off starting last week because I expressed that I thought my program was a little cold and stale and had to get my head together. But I was pleasantly surprised and honored when my friend and musical comrade at arms in music, Ryan Casada, sent me a message and asked me to come down and meet his mother. And, I didn't really feel worthy of it, but, you have to honor somebody's mother and respect everybody's mother. And it's very deep, but my people. So I'm very honored that you wanted to meet me. And you know, a message from Ryan elucidated the fact that you like the blues, Mrs. Cassatt.
Yeah.
How cool is Ryan's mom? One of her favorite musicians is Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I'm going to try and do something from him. Nobody can touch Stevie Ray Vaughan. So there's the original way of doing a song. There's the cowboy way. There's the Lake Me Joey way.
All right.
I'm gonna see if I can improv on Tin Pan. One, two, one, two. Sit down, Allie's the rubber's place. Went down the Tin Pan. See what was going down. But things were so hot down there. Couldn't stay around for very long. Allie's the roughest place I ever been. All the people in LA, all them people. Well, that's where they all skiing, heard a woman scream. So I peeked through the door. Someone was working something. With a 2x4. Shit. Allie's the roughest place I've ever been. All the people down there. Living for the old skiing team. Roughest place I ever been. Heard a pistol shot. Yeah, it was a 44. Someone killed a cop shooter. Who didn't shake, rattle, or roll. Shit, what the hell, yeah? Roughest place I ever been. All the people not me. man is done. He said, this is a raid, boys. Don't nobody run. Sickly. Roughest place I've ever been. All the people out there. Women's for their whiskey and gin. Sit down. Roughest place I've ever been. All the people out there. Women's for their whiskey and gin. Oh yeah. Roughest place I've ever been.
Nightmare Joey, ladies and gentlemen. We got 8 seconds.
That's the way I want to do it.
It is now 9 o'clock, and there are 90 minutes worth of people to come on up here, so obviously we cannot make it. So here again at 9 o'clock, I'm going to ask all you regulars to only play one song, and we'll try to get the new people up here as quickly as we can. Okay? So, up next, ladies and gentlemen, come on down here, Revolt, as quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Revolt. Yeah.
So y'all, it's good to be here. I've been to the Wednesday open mics here before, the poetry, never to the music one here. It's good to be here. That's right. Got a little beat I'm gonna set up here. Got a call.
I believe that if we are honest with ourselves,
My track about Buddhism.
that the most fascinating problem in the world is who am I?
What is the sound of one hand clapping? You're gorgeous the face, so you're focused on testing. This hocus and focus and lotus and chanting is all very strange, which you're always asking. What is the point of y'all sitting the same of dressing in robes and bowing in lanes? You look like a pope, and I don't mean to judge, but why are you bald? This is all a bit much. It's religious anarchy, not depending on piety. If you want to sit with me, we don't need notoriety. We just doing this bit where we looking within, so we not a bunch of egos trapped in our skin. Bring all facts to y'all. An atheist ruler is my manula aliyata for reading a sutra. Escape the cave like platonic allegories at the Asiatic stages. College tour. This is what happens when East meets West, and we take a new step to start afresh, y'all. This is what happens when East meets West, that we take the cycle of birth and death. This is what happens when East meets West. Our differences we got like get up on that, y'all. This is what happens, y'all. This is what happens, y'all. This is what happens when East meets. Got a top food to practice non-do, inheriting the wealth, living in Zion and do non-duality, y'all. It's hard to grasp, transmuting the dark from an ancient past, but I'm millennia too, and sitting who knows in your mind and your thoughts. It's a difficult process. Realize the Buddha way. The more you try to control it, the more it slips away. Take a bias like a comma to see what's in common. Cause an effect is a concept that can be a problem. If you travel through the day, you're stuck in your thoughts. Like you're home from work, but hear the tone of your butt. Now hear the tone of the, take a couple of the president's hits, and every moment is new. Now hear the tone of the, take a couple of the president's expression. Ain't nothing to do, y'all. This is what happens when East meets West. We take a new step to start afresh, y'all. This is what happens when East meets West. We escape the cycle of birth and death, y'all. This is what happens when East meets West, and we travel the stars in our consciousness. This is what happens, y'all. This is what happens, y'all. This is what happens when East meets West.
You can't look directly into your own eyes without using a mirror.
Sorry for the sound
You can't bite your own teeth. You can't taste your own.
See if I can fix this for the next track. Or not, actually. They just died. I'll just do my next track a cappella. Be interesting, something new. It's a track I wrote about the ecology movement, trying to put some hip hop into that. And I got a garden I work on, and all about the urban agriculture movement. So this is it. Taking us all back with a return policy. This whole Mother Earth. A green ecology, I'm touching each of the peaks with panoramic topology. See the future like it's cosmopolitan archaeology. Get your cardiac arrested like your heart protested. Every wall of beat that have to be protected. All we need is the seed collected, rejuvenate, respected overpopulation. The kind of conversation, but no talk of conservation in our United Nations. The system is perplexed, yo. What's the situation? Sarah Palin saved the pangolin from sure annihilation. Native Americans have the reservations, is living off the land. Naive imagination, not a silent G like a no or a nat. So revolt gotta ask, or we can bring it back. And breathe, you're a human insect, y'all. Came the trees at your back, falling. Those are the sounds of the earth. Enjoy yourself and let them be heard. I said, breathe, you're a human insect. Came the trees at your back, falling. Those are the sounds of the earth. Enjoy yourself and let them be heard. Oil's gonna peak like the wave of this track. The last fossil reserve on a 40-year-old map. As they secure pipelines in Iraq and start to question my addiction of petroleum crack. Polar ice caps, it's so abstract. Another NGO to read a species epitaph. Well, they're putting on our back like it's all our fault. Like we controlling the thermostat super all. But I get strength from our Shasta, emission Dolores. Planting urban gardens in the back of Victorians. We attempt to be florists. As vegetables flourish, to turn 100 square feet into a tropical forest to nourish and support us. Living a slow like Dolores. Going back, y'all, to what we know is important. Regardless of culture, yet your color or creed. We all got Mother Earth supporting our feet. Breathe, you're a human insect. Came the trees at your back, falling are the sounds of the earth. Enjoy yourself and let them be heard. I said, ring, you're a human insect. Came the trees at your back, falling are the sounds of the earth. Enjoy yourself and let them be heard. And no, woman is not a machine. She's meant to be free like the crest of the sea. The flow with the wind and the moon to receive patterns of seasons and their subtleties. And no, man is not a machine. He sprouts like a seed to grow with the reeds, redeeming organic humanity. We look out for each other and go where that leads. Go where that leads. Go where that leads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Revolt, ladies and gentlemen.
Bless them lips. Revolt.
Is that thing plugged in, Revolt? Does it plug in?
To what?
Does your box plug in?
To a guitar or something like that?
No, I mean to power.
It's got a battery source.
Just runs on batteries.
Yeah.
What kind of batteries?
It's a lithium-ion battery.
I mean, AA's or?
It's a lithium-ion battery.
Oh, I see. It's a recharge.
salvaged from a laptop, actually. Yeah.
Well, next time I always try to bring backup batteries in case you need them, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, next Jimmy G. Let's hear it.
Thank you, everybody.
Country boy.
Want to tonight, so I did a little song about how to get this going. Hey Ryan, can you help me with the mic? Anyhow, this is a little song about relationships.
Thank you.
And it's a Buck Owens song.
Yeah.
Actually, I wrote it for Buck Owens. He never heard it. So anyhow, it goes like this right here. Every time I turn around, and a beef, you ask me my opinion, then you give me grief. But I have a solution, it's really very clear, dear.
Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear.
Yeah.
Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear. Some cardboard and a fountain pen, you won't have to fear, dear. You won't have to get uptight. Let's break out. Shed a tingle, single tear. Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear. No matter what you ask me, my answer is all wrong. You're the inspiration for this silly song. Go ahead and ask it, and I will tell you, dear. Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear. Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear. Some cardboard and a felted pen, you won't have to fear. You don't have to get uptight or shed a single tear, dear. Make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear. Yeah, make me up some cue cards, I'll say what you wanna hear.
Jimmy G, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, moving along quickly. Ladies Zeitgeist, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings all.
Evening.
Yeah.
So, got kicked out of my house yesterday, so I'm gonna play this song and blow off some steam.
Yeah.
It's called The American Dream.
American dream.
insightful. Up next, Zane. Let's get up here, Zane. Need the mic?
Hey. Yeah, that works perfectly.
Let's hear it for Zane, everybody.
So, yeah, I might be the odd one out right now, but I'm going to do some poetry. It's an open mic. People will pass. Church steeples will bring together a mass of people, but none as beautiful as this one group congregated to reminisce on the past, on how life can disappear so goddamn fast. No matter how many votes we cast or bills we pass, we cannot stop death, just as we cannot stop rust from going on brass. We cannot have stopped Poods from breathing his last breath, so all we can really do is raise the flag half-mast and never forget. I am not claiming to be his best friend or someone who was with him until the end, but if I could just send my positive support around the bend to his family and friends, I won't need to speak up here on this topic again. Try and be calm, try and find clarity. I can only imagine how wrong and scary this all might feel, but do not let the Grim Reaper steal your sunny days. Give every day alive its deserved praise, and if you find yourself lost in a maze asking why, please for me, just close your eyes and go out one night and raise your gaze to the starry skies, and when you open them, you'll realize your size in this universe, and we're pretty fucking small.
Yeah.
This is Poods Part 2. Now I know that poetry is what's going to get me through this. I do not need to ask anyone to do this. I can be the truest liar that ever set 10 fires in one day to intensify lung decay. What transpired is that I was tired, I was scared, screaming some bull fucking shit about how life was not fair. But see, the thing is I was screaming like a baby on a plane. Nobody cares, just everyone stares and wants you to stop. But you know that that pain just won't stop, and I will not drop dead until the cops will have read me my rights. God damn it, I will fight for my right to party. You can call me a smarty for starting to accept far-off trains. Howling is the best route of escape. My head to the next Cape or Cape Cod, escape pod hidden in plain sight. It's right under your nose, wherever the wind chooses to blow. That's where I'd like to go. That's the first one.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a poem for Ian Foodsbury. I don't really expect any of you guys to know him, but I'm from down south, San Diego. Just moved up here. I really like it up here, but yeah, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to read that. Sorry. Sorry, I need that full paper. Sitting in a moment of weightlessness, drifting towards the illuminated spiral of oblivion, time trips and falters onto the steps of altars and churches that promise hope in a society that oozes dope. Can't cope, school is a prison, don't drop the soap. I can feel my gag reflex pushing up razor blades, scraping my esophagus, bursting out in violent colors, spreading across the concrete. I see flags waving proudly with smug grins. I see shadows of reflections of my silhouette tell me I hold mass. They tell me I take up space. I breathe, I speak, I stutter, birds flutter. This place will subside. The world's boat might capsize at any moment, but I've seen a girl's eyes that makes the demise of this world a little more scary. I wish I was taller and a little less hairy, but the Fairly Odd Parents only existed on TV. With me, there was no God, there was only me and my disease, me and my skin needs, me, the ocean and the breeze, and then the thoughts that make me freeze, pant and wheeze, say, I can't do this, and then yelling please to a savior that does more judging than saving. I asked for a phone call, and all he's been doing is paging. It's amazing. how unreachable the big cojones of the universe is. It ain't pretty, but that's just the biz. I'm just another one of those lost kids with the stained conscience. It's getting dirty. I'm having the thoughts again to say I want to hurt me. Some of these safety nets I've been building are working. I'm falling and the girls start calling, and I'm using bricks made of uncertainty for the walling. I'm writing, but I'm just stalling from facing the things I need to. No, I do not need you, but it would be pretty nice to know someone cares about me and can see the things the way that I do. I want to be me and just me, but that definition is hard to decree. Identity is defined by bullshit. I am the culprit of most spit and full clips filled with the wrong words. Embarrassing white complaints drain from my mouth like a 6-year-old girl when she pouts asking for a pony. Now all grown up begging for a Tony, sucking dicks of Los Angeles directors so that they might check her out for the next role of a Hollywood girl who had sold her own soul. Her mother should have given her a warning, maybe some coal on one of those Christmases, because this missus was getting into some problems. No one could stop him but her, and she was goddamn sure that pulling down semen and hard alcohol was the cure. Because in the industry, even virgins ain't pure. There aren't any more words to describe this depression. So please, doctor, don't ask me any more questions. I want somebody to call me and tell me that it's all gonna be okay, that the thoughts that I'm feeling today will decay, just like the worms that stay in the dirt motel that will be my grave. Sometimes life is depressing. Sometimes matters can be urgent and pressing, a loaded handgun to your temple, but if you can be patient and manage control, you can save your soul from flying out of the frying pan into the stove. I saw my heart drove all across country without me, riding on the bumpers of Cadillacs and semis. I saw a man my own size limping on the side of the street. I said, hello, pleased to meet you. And he said, me too. When we went on our way down to hell, down to the bar, down to the bong, to face another night swimming through consciousness and bad dreams. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Zane, ladies and gentlemen. This is like a square suppository going into a round hole. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear this guy in about 3 weeks. Side Street Ricky.
Yeah!
Nice.
All right. Do a quick something or other. Something or other. Maybe that's the title. Is that the title? Somewhere? Better than yesterday. Definitely better than yesterday. So I'm going to do a little exercise since we're in the classroom. I'm going to write a song right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all try it sometime.
Only Elmer's people.
doctor? Is the doctor in the house? Ladies and gentlemen, put on your imagination and get ready for this. This takes a little time for her to set up. Plug this. So, next week is going to be Ryan Casada. And, you know, he's going to be up here in a little bit to give you a little bit of a taste. So you get a free taste this week, and then next week we'll charge you. Like any good drug dealer in the Hague. And he came up with an idea which I think is a good one. We are getting so many people now that we get into this rush at the end here where we have to kind of like keep it short, right? So next week, starting with Ryan's set, the features now will only be 1/2 hour long. They'll go from 7 o'clock until 7:35 or 7:30, and then we'll start this open mic. That'll give us an extra half an hour, so we should be able to get about 4 or 5 more people. Yeah. So let's give that idea up to Ryan. That's what it's about, being kind and passing on. The only coin we have to spend is time. And if you can push that time forward, you're doing good karmic work, okay? So, up, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the Sonic Imaginarium of Dr. Dream. I'll turn you on.
Whoa.
All right. Turned on.
Turn her on. I don't know about that. There you go. There she is. You turned her on, I see. She's
Yes, I am Dr. Dream. And the doctor is on. Yes, I'm the imagination mover. And as this imagination mover, I'd like to take everyone's collective imaginations and now you're all in the body of a very young monster. Yes, a monster that happens to live in the sea. And, well, one night you get the idea to sneak off from mommy. And you live in this underwater sea cavern. And you're under there, and you sneak out. She's sawing Z's, you know. And so you go out, and you're wandering around, and you head up above the sea level, and you start swimming straight ahead, and you finally gradually see what looks like the skyline of a major metropolis. And you go there, and all of a sudden there's these boats as you go into the harbor, and you see tugboats and larger ships, freighters, etc. Suddenly, helicopters appear overhead. And there's all this commotion until you step out of the water finally. You reach land. And there's sirens and people yelling and screaming as you walk down the street. And helicopters appear. And they come toward you, and they're holding a huge steel net, a large square. It's humongous, and it drops down on you. And you're trapped. You're trapped in the thing, and you can't get out. And the police guards are surrounding you. All the commotion and everything. And they drive onto the edges of the net. And they can't get out at all. And then some guy with a jacket or coat like mine comes up and has this, like, flamethrower or something. I don't know. And he fires a sharp object at you. And suddenly you become very dizzy. And you collapse. And when you wake up, wow! You're inside it's a shallow pool. And there's these spray jets, shooting at you, hitting in your face and all this crap. And you're surrounded by this fence with parallel wires above, and when you touch it, yow! Man, not a good idea. So, you have to figure something. So what happens is, the only remedy for this is very logical. Mommy! You just, mommy style. And you just keep doing it. And then eventually there's this crowd of people, they're taking videos and pictures of you and encircles this enclosure. Oh, isn't that marvelous? Oh, look at that! Isn't that cute? Wow, I've never seen this little lap. And it's very humiliating. And mommy, and all of a sudden, mommy's on her way. And you hear it getting closer as you keep screaming, of course. And mommy. And buildings are falling down. People are screaming and sirens are going off. It's terrible. You feel that the Morlocks are going to be eating you soon. Anyway, no. But, subject. Anyway, so all of a sudden, Mom appears, and she tells you to step back from one of the sections of the fence, and she fires this fireball at it. It comes right out of her mouth. She just belches it right out. And this thing, it blows out that part of the fence, and you easily get out and follow her out in the sea, and then you get out there, and you're so glad as you get home in that sea cavern, when you get to see it. You think, yeah, You promise her you'll never leave. Then you think, at least it's not until I'm older, lots bigger, and I can breathe and fire fireballs at everybody, and I'll finish mommy's job.
Dr. Dream, ladies and gentlemen.
Finish mommy's job, Finish mommy's job.
Okay. So, as I said, next week we're going to have this gentleman do a feature, and you know, I always like to introduce my buddy Ryan here as my little brother by another mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Casada.
Got one song for you guys?
Kill us, babe. Kill us.
All right. Oh yeah. A wild man sitting in the sun all day.
Your album on iTunes is
Oh, my most recent one is called Jupiter, It Won't Be Long.
Jupiter, It Won't Be Long. You can find that at iTunes, ladies and gentlemen. Please go download it. Ryan can use the cash, and you'll love the music. Up next, one of our regulars has been a part of the sound since day one here. Ladies and gentlemen, Rainbow!
You and Rainbow got to do that jam. That was sick, that one.
This is Cry for Freedom. They didn't want to play the game. Now he'll be framed. Well, I could not believe justice was so blind. That's why he's doing time. I hear him crying out for freedom. You know I'm talking about it. Freedom. Well, does anybody even know what I mean? I'm talking about freedom. You know the cops just want the power. Our human rights are going down. Well, when they slap the cups on the Constitution that was written on him, by the way, didn't mean a fucking thing. Yeah. I hear her crying out for freedom. You know I'm talking about freedom. Well, don't anybody even know what I mean. I'm talking about freedom. You know the jails are filled with the innocent. On the tax bills, not anything. One little rail are running around, break all after my baby. Crying out for freedom. You know I'm talking about freedom. Well, anybody who don't know what I mean, I'm talking about freedom. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, join in now. Pray, 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 yeah. Pray, 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 oh yeah, now. Pray, 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 now. One more time now. Pray, 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 now.
And at the end of every rainbow, there is gold. Ladies and gentlemen, a newbie, let's hear it for Pamela. Now, Pamela is new here, and we usually let new people do 2 songs, but it's up to her.
I'm doing it up with my
Are you good without the mic?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you are, because it's just such a nuisance sometimes.
Sounds different. It's a beautiful.
Let's hear it for Pamela, ladies and gentlemen.
In a green cafe, we had a cup of tea, and you were sitting there. When it occurred to me that I would always love you, like my tepid drink in my hands have food, warm and sweet. We talked for hours, or maybe just an hour. We left hand in hand, stopped at the corner, and at the very same time, we saw a bright, shiny new quarter. Before I went to pick it up, you said, "Love's just like this, a little bit of love." You have to move first, put it in your pocket. Forget about it until you really want it, then just give it away to somebody who really needs it, to anybody who really needs it. And right there and then, I knew you'd always be more than a special friend. Try truly, I would always love you. For that one lesson taught us without you, I would never picked it up. That love's a bright, shiny new thing, a little bit of love. You have to put it in your pocket. Forget about it till you want it, then just give it away. Yeah, just give it away to somebody who really needs it. Yeah, just give it away to somebody who really needs it.
Pamela, thank you so much. Pamela, please come again. We'll just put down earlier. We're near the end of the show here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3 more acts to go. So, without further ado, Joe D. Anna. Need the mic?
Good song.
Yeah, where's that stool?
Behind you. It's black. It's hard to see.
Oh, you know? I think, can I do without it too? Do I need it? Well, never mind, now that you've done it.
It's there. It's there. And up next will be Bobby. Where's Bob? Bob. Baba. You'll be up next time. Get tuned up and ready now.
Waiting on me, gather the red, tapestry woven with golden red. Every time this year went off to paint the trees, paints my dreams with so many memories. Now we met in late September, when the nights were warm and sweet. Those sunsets I'll remember, crickets singing in the heat. The hall circled high above, I could hear its piercing cry. I felt love rise again in my heart as I bid my last goodbye. Ooh, yeah, laid on leaves gathered in bed, tapestry woven in golden red. Every time this year went off to paint the trees, paints my dreams with so many memories. Now, love me like no other, till the autumn trees fell bare. When the hillside bloomed in heather, your love began to wear. A summer you had gone to gaze at a distant starry sky. I was left alone in a maze, never knowing why. Ooh, yeah, laid on me, gathered in bed, tapestry woven in golden red. Every time the year went on, you paint the trees, paints my dreams with so many memories. And I still dream of you when the trees are turning, when the golden turns to amber, and my hopeful heart is yearning. Can you hear me calling when the leaves start falling, when the green hills turn so brown and bare, and the rain smells so sweet when the thunders roll? Now autumn leaves on my brand new dress, the one you never saw, and the leaves were turning a bright blood red when you left me wounded and raw. And on that day I knew your heart I'd never seen, 'cause you trampled on our gentle love, just a garden tender and green. Ooh, oh, baby, tapestry woven in golden red. Every time this year went on to paint the trees, paints my dreams with so many memories. Yeah, laid on leaves gathered in bed, tapestry woven in golden red. Every time this year went on to paint the trees, paints my dreams with so many memories.
Yeah, Jody.
Joe Deanna, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Let's hear it for Joe Deanna, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Come on up, Bob, quickly. I'm sorry we are running out of time, so we need you to move fast. And after this will be Jade.
Yeah.
You need a mic, Bob?
Sure.
Need a guitar?
Yes.
No, I need to.
on the stoop.
Hello, everybody.
Meet Bob, everyone.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey. Let's sing a song.
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. But the devil is looking awesome. Devil is looking awesome. Devil is looking awesome. I love the devil. I'm fucking devil. No matter who you love, just love yourself. And then you love each other. That's the hardest part. You know? We gotta choose Jesus or the devil. Jesus, the devil.
Thank you, Bob. Bob, ladies and gentlemen. Look, if you see Bob or any other musician you've seen here out on the street, please do not applaud. Just throw a lot of money at them. Show some real value. Take a buck out of your pocket and stick it in theirs, okay? Nothing shows appreciation more than value, real value. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, she got her start here, and I'm so happy she keeps coming back. Jade, ladies and gentlemen. Jade.
Let's hear it for Jay.
We've been friends for quite some time, and I'm wondering why you've never crossed my mind till now. good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely too. It's good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely too. Oh, it's good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely too. It's true, it's good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely. You've been gone for so long, and my heart jumps every time you ring my phone. I guess it's time that I confess that my life's a mess, and I need your caress. It's good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely too. Oh, it's good to know, it's good to know, good to know, good to know that you're lonely too. Oh, it's good to know, oh, it's good to know that you're lonely too. No, it's true, it's good to know. Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good to know that you're lonely. It's good to know that you're lonely, 'cause I'm lonely.
Jade, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jade. Okay, and now our poet laureate. We bring him here every week. We owe him for this beautiful setup here. He comes in every morning and kind of moves these tables around. By the way, all these pictures back here have been painted by Rainbow. Rainbow! Yeah. Always pretty nice background. Now, next week from 7 o'clock to 7:30, remember it's Ryan Casada. If you are stuck at home and you can't come, don't forget, you can go to ustream.tv/channel/sacred-grounds-cafe, and you can watch it live. And sometimes I actually type back. If you actually sign in as a member, I can, we can chit-chat back and forth. Now, I don't know if you people remember a gentleman by the name of Francesco. Remember Francesco? He is watching us right now in Argentina. Hey, Francesco! And he said he's going to be back here in a few weeks to come and entertain us. So looking forward to it, Francesco. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucan!
So I found this in my pile of paper tonight as I was going through stuff to figuring out what to read. It says, heard in passing, the night that Lady Zeitgeist showed up dressed like Betty Boop, I knew we were in trouble. I heard it right. You were on the stage. I was like, okay. BLT. Better than the whole thing was that last little bit. That glance across the room, the smile on your face, the little piece of bacon, the smallest you could get, glimpsed through soft light, through the softly lit place. Well, that was called BLT.
That's right.
It takes forever to fade away across the field, hippie, and I did this last week, but I got friends here, so I'm gonna do it again. All right, bye. It takes forever to fade away across the field, hippie hill having descended, talking about mountains and streams and Google culture dreams, how time is now to burn false bills, knowing that if not defended, our race may end sooner or later relative to when, pause. Hey, y'all know Fukushima is still going on right
Yes,
now?
yes.
This may be the
Yes.
end. I mean, like,
It's-
for real.
it's still
Yeah,
dumping
so anyway.
stuff into the-
Yeah, crazy. I think about it all the time. Relative to when make one ponder why empathy is slow to friend. Changes have will continue reblending. There can still be mending when talking one to another or more. Tune out of corporate bore. Formatted redundancies hypnotizing the poor. Throw out your TV right out the front door.
Yeah.
Euphemistically speaking, of course, because wouldn't want to discredit the many millions of millennia it took for that designed failure machine to be at your disposal. While it's, though, a presently useful thing, use it mostly to see what can be seen. Be the bear, be the hawk, the bluegill. I mean, learn how to learn how to grow. Connect with what you eat before instant gratification groceries become a thing of the past. 2 billion years of a global ecological cycle happened in the last 40 neon blinking. What were we thinking years? It leaves you stunned, and if you're lucky, wincing when pause to consider that there are civilized sapiens now living still, believing that this mother, our home, is only 3 millennia young, deny that there can be undoing, claiming that God, specifically their God, will not let harm come to this home where they reside, thinking we are hidden, exclusive, privileged. Don't make this mountain a molehill. Prepare with the sun. Make repair what civilized man has done.
Lucan, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lucan. So, just for a moment here, we have actually made it on time with 2 minutes to spare. And I would like to thank everyone who sacrificed an extra song to help us get here. We got to hear all the new people, which is important. Now remember, next week, this thing will start at exactly 7 o'clock and go to 7:30, and then the show will start. I'm going to start enforcing the time a little bit more, and we're going to take the 10 minutes and move it down to 8 minutes, which should be enough for 2 4-minute, since songs are supposed to be 3.5 minutes. Okay, that should be enough for everybody so we can get more and more people in. Also, I am your host, Mr. Natural, of Mr. Natural's Music School down the block.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank our special guest this evening, Fran Casada. And this could not happen without our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big warm round of applause to Teddy and his lovely wife, Fiona. Thank you, Teddy. And now I'd just like to take a moment to be personal and say, I'm thankful for your smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch. You see the little things you do for me that always mean so much, like being here and always being true. For this and so much more, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I'm thankful for your fire. You see, the passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share and for a chance to let you all know I care. So when you feel like no one wants you, know that you're my lucky star, and I am thankful for you just the way you are. Good night, Mrs. Goodwin, wherever you are. Good night, everybody out there in TV land. Next week, same time, same station. Good night.